I seek refuge in God from our case Satan, in the name of Allah, who is gracious, merciful. Quran topics by Tanvir Kazmi. Chapter number 108, Sex, English audio. Al-Baqarah, Surah 2, verse 187. It has been made permissible for you the night preceding fasting to go to your wives for sexual relations. They are clothing for you and you are clothing for them. Allah knows that you used to deceive yourselves, so He accepted your repentance and forgave you. So now have a relationship with him and seek that which God has decreed for you, and eat and drink until the whiteness of the day becomes distinct from the blackness of the night at dawn. Then complete the fast till night, and do not have relations with him as long as you are staying for worship in the mosques. These are the limits set by God, so do not approach them. Thus does Allah make clear His ordinances to the people that they may become righteous. Al Baqarah Surah 2 verse 222. They ask you about menstruation. Say it is a discomfort and harmful. You shall avoid sexual intercourse with the women during menstruations. Do not approach them until they are rid of it. Once they are rid of it, you may have intercourse with them in the manner designed by God. Allah loves the repenters, and He loves those who are clean. Your women are the bearers of your seed. Thus you may enjoy these privileges however you like. So long as you maintain righteousness, you shall observe God and know that you will meet Him. Give good news to the believers. Al Nisa 4 verse 43. O you believe, do not observe prayers while intoxicated, so that you know that you are saying, so you know what you are saying, nor after sexual orgasm without bathing, unless you are on the road traveling. If you are ill or traveling, or you had urinary or fecal related exertion, or contacted the woman sexually, and you cannot find water, you shall observe the yamam, dry ablution, by touching clean dry soil, then wiping your faces and hands therewith. Allah is partner forgiver. Al Ma'idah Surah 5 verse 6. O you believe, when you observe prayers, you shall wash your faces, wash your arms to the elbows, wipe your heads, and wash your feet to the ankles. If you are unclean due to sexual orgasm, you shall bath. If you are ill or traveling or had any digestive exertion or had sexually contact with a woman and you cannot find water, you shall observe dry ablution by touching clean dry soil, then rubbing your faces and hands. God does not wish to make the religion difficult for you. He wishes to cleanse you and to perfect His blessing upon you, that you may be appreciative. Remember Allah's blessing upon you and His agreement that He agreemented with you. You said we hear, you said we hear and we obey. You shall observe God. Allah is fully aware of innermost thoughts. Al-Mu'minun, Surah 23, verse 1. Successful indeed are the believers who are reverent, who are fearful during their prayers, and they avoid vain talk, and they give their obligatory charity, and they maintain their chastity only with their spouses or those who are rightfully theirs. Do they have sexual relations? They are not to be blamed. Those who transgress these limits are the transgressors. Al Shura 26, verse 161. Their brother Lot said to them, would you not be righteous? I am an honest messenger to you. You shall fear God and obey me. I do not ask you for any wage. My wage comes only from the Lord of the universe. Do you have sex with the males of all the people, and you forsake the wives, the women that your Lord has created for you? Indeed, you are transgressing people. They said, unless you refrain, O Lord, you will be banished. He said, I deplore your actions. My Lord saved me and my family from their works. We saved him and all his family, but not the old woman. She was doomed. We then destroyed the others. who showered them with miserable shower. What a terrible shower for those who had been warned. This should be a lesson, but most people are not believers. Al-Ankabut 29, verse 28. Lord said to his people, you commit such an abomination, no one in the world has ever done it before you. You practice sex with men, you commit highway robbery, and you allow all kinds of vice in your society. They, the only response from his people was to say, bring to us God's punishment if you are truthful. He said, my Lord, grant me victory over these wicked people. Al-Mujadala, Surah 58, verse 2. Those among you who estrange their wives by declaring them as forbidden in sex as their mothers know full well that they are not their mothers. Their mothers are the women who gave birth to them. Indeed, they are committing a blasphemy and a falsehood. Allah is partner forgiver. Those who estrange their wives in this manner, then reconcile thereafter, shall atone by freeing a slave before consuming their sexual relations. This is to enlighten you. God is knower of everything you do. If you cannot find a slave to free, you shall fast 2 consecutive months before resuming sexual relations. If you cannot fast, then you shall feed 60 poor people. You shall believe in Allah and His Messenger. These are God's law. Thus, disbelievers have incurred a painful punishment.